Alright, so before I start this video, I gotta say something first. I'm trying out a new format for this channel where I'm going to do my usual commentary while also react to the videos. I just want to try something different because, to be honest, I'm one of those people where that if I keep doing the same thing, I will end up getting bored. So let me know in the comments if you like this newer style. But anyways, that's it. Cue the intro. We had up on YouTube, it's your boy imKingKenneth, back to another video. And we gotta talk about this, man, because this ageism BS is getting way out of hand. And I think obviously for most people, I'm talking about younger Gen Z ageism, but let me be clear here as well. Other generations do it too. Older Gen Z, millennials, Gen X, boomers, etc. And I will of course explain why as the video goes on. But I definitely do think that ageism is more prominent within younger Gen Z markets. For instance, I just turned 24 a couple weeks ago, and younger people will say that I'm old. Even though your 20s is still considered very young, I'm considered a young adult. And quite honestly, 24 isn't far off from 21. My brain isn't even fully developed yet. And listen, it's cliche, but we all age. Trust me, time goes by very fast when you get older. To be perfectly honest, I honestly don't feel like I'm 24 sometimes. I still feel like I'm 21. And depending on who you ask, people think that I look younger than my age. And even if that's not the case, I'm still very young. It would be one thing if it's being in jest, but trust me, there's a lot of younger people that genuinely attack people for the age. And before anyone says an internet thing, ask anyone that works in childcare, hanging out with a younger relative, whether it's your cousin or sibling, or hell, maybe just go to work. Because I've definitely seen this happen in real life.
This generation has an unhealthy obsession with age, and I feel like we don't talk about this enough. Every time I see a video of a person that looks young and they're like 30 years old and they say their age, here comes the people that are 5 years younger than them. Oh my gosh, you look so young for 30. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she ain't wrong. I experienced this myself. People think when you just because you're older, it means you have to look a certain way. Like I said, I'm 24, but like people think I'm like 18, 19 sometimes. And sometimes people say I look my age, so I don't even know what I look like.
Crack, or if they're not black, they're like, oh my gosh, what's your secret? Like, what do you expect 30 to look like? The Golden Girls? Not only that, y'all be calling people in their mid-20s uncle and auntie. And then if you're over...
Not gonna lie, if you do that shit, you actually cooked. Like, there's no way, man. Like, there's no way you gotta call like people in their mid-20s unk or late 20s. I'm barely scratching the surface of like mid-20s, so
ancient. Like, it makes no sense. And the reason that this obsession with age is unhealthy is because the oldest group in Gen Z is already 28 years old. So that means the first half of the Gen Z adults are already pushing 30, right?
Oh yeah, before she gets to the next point, man, the pushing dirty shit is so overdone, man. If it's for laughs, and sure, people daily dig into like a thread if you like you pushing dirty. You shouldn't fear aging, man, because you're all gonna age one day. That's really how life works. Might as well just like get used to it and just live your life anytime. Like obviously, as you get older, you should cut certain shit out. There's no way you should be 30 plus and like acting like a teenager. Hell, even at my age, you shouldn't act like a teenager, but you get the idea. The lifespan of humans is just going to increase as time goes on.
Not pushing 30 in 10 years, you will be. So it's like, y'all are calling people old. What do you think is gonna happen in 20 years? We're gonna have a bunch of crash outs. Y'all gonna have a bunch of midlife crisis. And it's not gonna go well. And the way that this generation abuses substances and don't work out or take care of themselves, y'all are not going to
the vapes.
Very well. And the reason I'm not putting myself in this category is because one, I don't care about age that much. And two, I try to live a healthy life. The main people out here talking about age and making fun of people that are older than them, I don't see you setting yourself up for success in the future because you think you're going to be young forever. Well, guess what, buddy? In 10, 15, 20 years, the next generation behind us, they going to be on y'all. And I'm saying y'all.
Now, literally, sometimes it's hard for me to think I'm a new adult, even though I wouldn't say act young. I so feel young in the sense of like, it's not that long ago that I graduated high school, but I graduated college too, which is crazy.
It will never affect me. They gonna be on y'all, calling you uncle and auntie and dinosaurs when them BBLs and them Botox and all them tattoos start to fall. Y'all are gonna crash out. And I feel like this generation is so disrespectful to elders. It makes no sense to me. The reason I think a lot of you guys are so hung up on age is because you feel like you're not doing enough in life and all you have to hold on to is your youth. So every time you see somebody that's older than you have to project on them because you're like, okay, this person
I think they just feel invincible, like they're not going to think they're just going to be this age forever.
doing better than me, but at least I'm young. Haha. It's not gonna end well for Gen Z. I'm telling you. In 20
I
years,
mean, honestly, you could use age as a crutch sometimes. If you're not doing shit, you can't use that every single time.
it's gonna be crazy. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm gonna be auntie. I'm gonna be the bougie auntie on a resort somewhere watching you guys crash out. And another thing that does not make sense to me is we get older by the second. Every moment we are constantly getting older and older and older. Nobody gets younger. So what do you think is going to happen over time? If you are still here, you will be older. If you're 21, next year you will be 22. In 10 years, you will be 31. So y'all talking about getting old, but we all gonna get old if we lucky. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And if you don't get
Getting older is a blessing. Let's be real here, man. We should take advantage of us getting older. A lot of our ancestors didn't have the chance to live old.
you die. So it makes like zero sense on how y'all sit up here and call people names and make fun of people for being old when that's gonna be you pretty soon. And the way time is going, it's not gonna be that long. So just be careful because you don't.
I'm telling you though, time goes by so fast compared to when you was younger. I wish I was adult, man. I can't wait for this freedom. I'm struggling, I'm still learning about this life stuff. I just blinked one day and now I'm this age.
In that same seat that you putting other people through. Yep. You gonna have, what is it called, Gen Alpha? Oh baby, the generation after is always worse than the generation before. They probably not even gonna acknowledge y'all. They gonna be like, up, oldie, you don't exist. But anyways, be safe out here and drink some water since y'all so worried about age.
And the thing is too about life is that life goes by fast and we only have so many years. So one day we all actually gonna get old. I'm talking like our grandparents, of course. And another thing too is that people think that when you don't reach certain goals within a certain period of time, aka age, you will be a failure. When that's not the case. It's never too late to do anything. I obviously have to be realistic about it, especially when it comes to certain avenues, whether it's entertainment or sports. But you could literally change your career to your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever. Quite honestly, even if you have the same career, you probably won't have the same position. Like, you shouldn't be a 60-year-old intern. So when I hear people say you're too old to be a content creator, too old to switch career, and so on, I just laugh. Because like I said, as long as you make realistic goals for yourself, you will be fine. And even if it doesn't work out the way you want it to, the journey that came from this will teach you for the next avenue in life.
Yo, wait, I think I actually got my first hater yesterday. Let me tell y'all what happened. So yesterday, I'm at work. And as soon as I walk in, I see one of my coworkers that I haven't seen in a while because I only work maybe like once or twice a week. And so he's like, what up, TikTok star? What up, TikTok star? And I'm like, I know who follows me on TikTok who's a coworker. I know who doesn't. So I'm like, why are you saying that? I'm like, have you seen my content? And he was like, oh, I saw a video or whatever, but I didn't follow you. First one thing there, you don't support me because why didn't you follow back? So the shift goes on, blah, blah, blah. And at some point, we're in the service station. It's me, him, and another coworker. And so he just, out of nowhere, he's just like, you know what? Go ahead, TikTok star, because I just got to give it up for anyone who's 30 plus trying to be a content creator. That's something else. And he's clapping, and it's in the most condescending tone. And I'm just sitting there processing my thoughts and feelings of what I actually want to say, or if I even should say anything. And then he says, you'll probably get there when you're around like 35. And then my other coworker's like, well, that's 5 years, damn near 40. And I'm just sitting there like, why are y'all on me this bad? What did I do? God forbid a girl is 31 and she likes to content create and she likes to be creative and she likes to show real authenticity, real authenticity on the internet. God forbid social media is a girl's thing, no matter how old she is. And this is what I be talking about. You really gotta block everybody out when it comes to doing the things that you want and feel so passionately doing. Because if I were somebody who was a much weaker minded person, I would take that to heart and I would probably not create another video a day in my life, like ever again. But because I know who I am and I know I am that girl, there is nothing that can sway me from the vision that God has placed into my sight. Let's start there. Because if I'm gonna be a 31-year-old content creator, I'm gonna go do that. And I don't want to hear shit when I have the followers, when I have the engagement, and when I got all the brands and the deals and all that good stuff. I don't want to hear nothing about no handout or that I knew her. Because you was making fun of me in the service station. I got my little AK and some change followers right now, but just you wait. Just you wait, because your girl been consistent. Your girl been having fun with the shit. I don't want to hear shit from nobody else. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. The goal of my page is to help you see past your limiting beliefs. So maybe you should follow me. Maybe you might learn something from this 31-year-old woman.
But like I said, this isn't just a Gen Z thing. This goes for all generations. Because as someone raised by two Gen X parents, they definitely have certain opinions, positive and negative, about Gen Z. And you can say the same thing for millennials and boomers. Because to be honest, it's part of human nature to look at our generation and criticize the older and newer generations, whether it's, like I said, positive or negative. The same way older people criticize our fashion and music, it's the same way we criticize the music and fashion from said generations. Case in point, 6'7". For those that don't know what 6'7" is, it's basically a viral song on TikTok where younger Gen Z and Gen Alpha people just randomly say 6'7" because it came from a very catchy song. Not to mention there's things like a Boo Boos and Skibbity Toilet that are pretty much the newest trends for the younger generation in 2025. But honestly, man, for me, I can't hate on it because when I was younger, when I was in high school specifically, I used to have fidget spinners. In fact, hold on, let me find it. Never mind, I couldn't find it. But there was that Trap King where he said 1738. And before brainrot was a thing, if we call a spade, we watched a lot of dumb shit when we was younger.
A duck walked up to a lemonade stand. Hey, bump, 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 got any grapes?
Now I'm swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion.
Candy Mountain, Charlie, yeah, Charlie.
From side to side.
Snipe. Dumbledore. Snipe.
The pizza is... Alright, you get the point. And while obviously it isn't exactly the same, like I said, you get the idea. And trust me, while doing the iPad kids is a problem, as someone that has younger relatives, it's very possible for a kid to grow up with the internet, but still be very smart and respectful. It's just really up to the parent. Also, another thing too, slang and short form content has been a thing for a while now. What do you think Vine was? When I was in middle school, man, all we used to do was recite old Vines. Like, you know, it's 9 plus 10, 21. What are those? These nuts? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? We used to sniper tries next like this, and we also used to do this. By the way, you gotta like the video now, since I caught you looking. But I say that to say, ageism is dumb. Literally, we all gonna age and die one day. And that's just the truth. And I embrace aging, because I'm just gonna learn new stuff, have more life experience, and do the best I can with my limited time on earth. And I hope all y'all do the same too. But yeah, that's it for the video, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy. And if you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and I'ma catch y'all later. Join my Discord, by the way, link in the description. And also follow me on Twitch too, I stream sometimes. With all that being said though, I'm imKingKenneth, and I'm out this bitch. Peace out, y'all.